I don't want you going out of your way. We have a problem. Let's put it down.
Right. Oh shit!
But yeah,
oh. We have a problem. Oh my god!
All I heard was like goddamn clicking for the past 5 minutes. All right.
Okay.
But yeah.
Welcome, guys, to the number one troublemaking podcast in the world. My name is TT, and this is my co-host
Nathan.
And today is a special freaky episode. So what we got, man?
Diddy with the cheeks.
Diddy, I love
we
that.
We have
bro.
Diddy with the cheeks. Yeah.
That was
we have some more Diddy with the cheeks.
We got some more Diddy with the cheeks. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, this week I'll just say what I'm going to talk about. So we'll just give you an update of the Diddy situation. Second, I want to talk. I have a game for Nathan. I want to play with Nathan. Not necessarily a game, but I want to know. I want to pick your brain. A little bit.
I don't really like when you do that.
Bro, I don't know how you will feel.
Stupid,
I can no, not like that. Not like that.
Okay.
This is honestly, if anyone gets mad at you with your answers, it's a dumb problem. It's not.
Oh, okay. I don't really care.
And then the last one is people are boycotting Love Is Blind, but he might.
All these Love of Blind lovers.
Yeah. So, but there's a reason why. But we'll talk about it much later.
We'll get into it.
What about you?
And I have a couple questions for you.
Okay.
And then I have just like topics that I want to talk about. Well,
okay.
Actually, I have this like. Well, I guess you can not necessarily consider it a thread.
Threat?
No, a thread.
Okay.
It's not necessarily a thread. It's just like a picture I saw on the internet with like a story to it, I guess, or like a something written.
Okay.
Hilarious. So I want to talk about those things.
Okay.
And then I actually have a PSA.
A PSA.
So I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. I'm gonna make a difference. I'm gonna make it right.
Okay.
That's it. That's just to say, I apologize, bro. My ass.
Oh, you're
cutting you off like crazy. So that's why I'm gonna make a change.
Oh my god, bro! I thought you were gonna talk about something else.
Not yet.
Okay.
For all you guys that are listening, your boy is out here interrupting like a motorcycle. And I'm the one that edits. So I even see it, and I'll be at my computer like, bro, shut the hell up. So we're going to make a change, guys. I'm going to do better. I'm going to take accountability. I apologize.
Okay.
It's wild. So your sister, too, out there, getting vexed at me, I'm going to do better.
Yes, guys. So, again, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. So, yeah. So let's get to this.
Do some more comments. Even if comment if I interrupt again. How about that?
Yeah, just do that.
Let's see how many. We're going to have mad comments like that. But no, I'm going to do better.
Let's do it.
So you want to start off with?
Okay, what I want to. Okay, let's just. I want to get this off before we talk about anything. So, like I was talking about earlier about the Love Is Blind, right?
Yeah.
So Love Is Blind. So we all know about it. We already talked about it a little bit. I think 2 weeks ago when we had the Hopeless Romantics. By the way,
did we? Yeah.
Their season finale was 2 days ago. So check it out, guys. They finished the game essentially.
Oh, I think I heard the discussion.
Oh yeah.
I was like, voice message.
My bad. But yeah, so we were talking about Love Is Blind, but the thing about this, the reason why I'm talking about it, because I was watching this video and people might boycott the show because, so this is the thing, he said that too many pretty people. All the cast members, they're not ugly. They say that we're going to, like they're not hella beautiful, they're not sexy, they're not fine, but you feel like too many of the cast members are good looking.
Isn't that is it objective? That's objective, no?
Subjective.
That's subjective, no?
About what? Them being
good looking. Because
it's
the eye of the beholder. Because I'll be honest with you, I've seen some seasons. There's been people that you could go on your way.
Yes, I agree. I don't think
definitely there was people that were good looking, but like there was. I wouldn't say everybody was good looking.
I don't think so either.
And like I said, I feel like it's subjective. Like some people are going to say somebody that you think, like, let's say for example, let's get like J-Lo. There's people in the world that don't think J-Lo is good looking.
That's true.
J-Lo is fine as hell.
Fine as hell.
But there's some people that don't think that. So how could you say that as one of the things? So
this is what they were saying. Do you want somebody? I'm not gonna lie to you. Now this killed me. They're like, we want a person who looks like Quasimodo.
That's wild.
Quasimodo or Quasimodo?
You asking the wrong person.
Quasimodo. I just Quasimodo. But
bro, I say orange.
Oh yeah, true.
I can't help you here.
Okay, so like we want someone who looks like Quasimodo, or someone who's like morbidly obese, or someone who has like a disfigurement. Because the thing is, that's the only way to really test if love is blind.
Nah.
You don't think so? Okay, go ahead.
Because like you're already talking to the person.
Got you.
So if you create a connection, like that's what they're saying, right? If you create a connection with somebody before seeing them, their looks shouldn't necessarily matter.
True, but the thing is, one thing that person points. That's scary.
That's scary.
You see that?
We didn't put this away.
What did he press?
I didn't press nothing. So
Did he say
this guy be talking, listening to our conversation?
Is that co-pilot?
That's the homie.
Oh no, that's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.
He's like, sorry. Like,
This guy, you can hear him in my pocket too.
He's like, why am I here, Nathan? Imagine that would be scary shit.
Yeah.
That would be like, no, we got
I
bored.
I'll delete it quick.
I will walk out quick.
Oh yeah. No, continue.
What was I saying? Oh yeah. So you said that, because the conversations. Now remember, I forgot his name. I don't know if his name was Alex or something, but he saw Madison. Remember Madison? The one I said that who's fine but has the crazy eyes?
Yeah.
Okay, Madison. He said that when he found out how she looked, he regretted not picking her. So that is one of the few examples they were saying that they were using to like justify that. Oh, you see, if he knew how pretty she was, he would still try to be with her. You know. So in a way, it's like love is.
Yeah, well, I guess what I said might have been like weird.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to think now how I was saying that I don't think it matters, but then I was saying if you make a connection, the looks don't matter. Saying it shouldn't matter what the person looks like, whether they're ugly or not.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess what I was trying to say is that if they are ugly, like subjectively ugly, if you have a connection with them, then they won't be ugly to you.
You think so? Okay.
I don't know, because I don't know if I fully believe in love is blind and all that. Because to me, I think that looks do matter.
Exactly.
At least at the beginning.
It really does.
Like to go up and talk to somebody, you have to most likely think they're at least slightly attractive. You're not gonna go up rude. You're not gonna go up to Quasimodo and start a conversation. Yeah. Unless it's a dare.
Thank you. And that's what so you know what's crazy?
That's what I'm saying. It's not saying that Quasimodo doesn't have a good personality.
No.
It's just that visually he's not good looking. So you're not gonna want to even go to him.
Exactly.
If let's say you're in a group setting and he happens to be there, he's cracking up jokes, you're like, hey, this brother kind of funny. Go chat him up. Then you might, and then his looks, like you've already seen him. It doesn't really matter. But you just looking over across like the road, and you see him. You're not going over there.
You're not going.
And that's what. Don't sit here and tell me.
Let's be honest.
Yeah. Don't be. No, that's just you, Nathan. No, you're being rude.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest, people.
Because there's people that I'm not going to see him. He's not 6 feet.
Yeah.
But then when you walk up to him, he is 6 feet. But already you don't care because you don't think he's 6 feet.
Exactly. Hey, that happened to me. Yeah, that happened to me.
Which is what?
Crazy. Said I was 5'8".
Yeah,
I was 5'8". You know what 5'8"? My sister's 5'9", and I'm taller than her.
I was 5'8" in grade 6.
It's crazy. Okay, that's wild. I was like 5'8" when I was 14.
Yeah, well, I don't know what happened to me.
Yeah, like, I don't know what happened because you're like you just grew after you just stayed. No, you grew a little bit more.
I literally, at least from what I understand or from what I remember, I literally grew over the summer between elementary school and high school, and then I stopped.
Damn. And everyone was like, Nathan, what?
From what I know, well, at least I know, like when I went to high school.
Okay.
I went back to elementary school at one point for like maybe one of my brother's like plays or something like that.
Okay.
And I was like, I walked in the hallway. I was like, nah.
Oh, the lockers?
Yeah, nah. Because I remember back in elementary school reaching for the top, like.
Yeah, just shelf. Like you can't.
Bro, when I went back to elementary school, I was looking down at the top shelf.
You see that?
I was like, there's no way I was this small, bro.
You see that?
Like, nah, this is crazy. Like, I remember, like, you know how the lockers that we had like slopes on the top?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I couldn't see like the full slope. Bro, I was looking down at the slope.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Wow. So for people, like, looks do definitely matter.
Looks matter. You know what's a crazy thing? So I actually read this in a research paper, and it makes so much sense. So they were saying that, imagine you and your partner get in a fight. This is why looks matters. You and your partner get in a fight. And let's say you guys, it's not really a nasty fight where you guys going to break up, but it was a pretty rough one where you're not really going to talk to each other besides talking about the main necessities in the house. Yeah. Let's say your partner, you're playing your games, and after you're still mad. You're still not talking to them, but they come downstairs in the basement and they're wearing something. And they're dressed in a certain way. They're looking a certain way. Yeah. When you see that, more times than not, you gotta think, you know what? Was I actually tripping? Like I was actually tripping. Maybe like were we really going to get mad about that? Yeah, I'm gonna just talk to her and just apologize. That the not necessarily the looks, but the attractiveness. You get me? That will literally have you considering whether or not the fight you had earlier was really important. Like so important that you're not going to talk to them. If you were not attracted to how they look or anything about them, you'll just be like, who gives a fuck? But literally, their looks makes you want to be like, you know what? I might just consider just talking to her and just apologizing. That's how important looks are, bro.
Yeah, true. But I was gonna say, I guess it's like the opposite, I guess, in a way. I was thinking,
go ahead.
When you do have a connection with somebody, though, like you can have somebody that you don't think initially was that good looking, but then once you have a connection with them, to you they look amazing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So like, so yeah, I was trying to think like, even in that case, like when they're not all dressed up, you're still gonna think they're good looking.
Yeah, I just mean like, like in the way wherever it is.
It's just like even myself, bro. I don't like shave during the week because I'm at work. I don't care. And then when I shave, like getting ready for the podcast, I'm like, God damn, it makes a difference.
It does.
God damn, it makes a difference.
It does.
Like I look like a different person. You
look
scruffy as hell, and then it just looks clean.
It just changes something.
Yeah, it changes the way you look.
Exactly. You're not necessarily doing like a head to toe makeover.
Yeah.
It's just like, but also understand there was like initial attraction. So let's say you're a funny person. So let's say like your wife is like really laughing at your jokes and all that. She loves your jokes and all that. But you guys get in a fight. You guys are not really talking. But let's just say you just trim your beard.
Yeah.
Right? It's not like, oh my God, you're a new person. It's just like, oh damn, like my husband is looking down.
Yeah.
You know?
I notice it.
After that's probably going to make her soften a little bit. And after cologne works, smell also works. Like so all these things. So understand a wall can be there to like help like talk about the hard-hitted questions like religion or whatever. But when it comes to like these moments where now we're established as an item and we get in a fight, how are we going to get back? Looks do play a part to give you like a little nudge.
Oh,
like,
100%.
Just talk to her. Look at her how she's looking, bro. Look how she's looking.
100%.
You know?
Which I was actually gonna say too. Funny, like how we're saying, like it is like just natural. Even like kind of in the same context. My kids, right? They're just like young. They don't necessarily think the same way adults do. But just to show that it literally is in human nature, I got not a new table, but I got a table for my brother this week.
Okay.
A coffee table. So I put it up and we changed everything up and things like that. And my kids came into the living room, like, it looks like a different house now with that table. Because just that table changed the whole look of the living room. So like the same thing, like you said, just trimming your beard can give a whole different like outlook.
Yeah.
And this is a child. So it's not an adult to try to say like, no, that's just you being shallow or whatever. No, it's in human nature.
It's in human nature.
Because they even recognize that. Even I didn't even say it. They literally came out and said, it looks like a whole different living room now. And I looked too, I was like, yeah, damn, it kind of do too.
Yeah.
Because it just like changes stuff. Like a change in like your scenery just makes you, like they always say, like the grass is always greener.
Yeah.
It's because of change. So you ought to, like your mind ought to say, oh, this has to be better.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it is.
No.
But your brain thinks that.
Yeah, because of what? The look.
Yeah.
Because the look.
Because looks matter.
The looks matter.
That might have to be the name of the episode.
Oh.
Looks matter.
Looks matter.
With the cheeks.
Oh yeah.
Looks matter.
Looks matter. So and that's why what's it called? Season 9, because I show the show Netflix signed the show for 2 more seasons. So season 9 has already been filmed, and season 10 I think is being filmed right now. And basically what's going to happen is people are going to watch those 2 seasons. If they realize that, hey, they don't have, swear to God, ugly contestants, they're going to say, crazy. You know, it's crazy. But Netflix, bro, they're making, do you understand? I didn't realize this, but it is so cheap to make episodes of the show that the show is automatically a hit. Like, it's a profit immediately. Because the cubicles...
So that's why there's so many. I was going to say, I didn't even realize there's that many seasons.
How many seasons? 8. Damn.
Yeah. I've only seen 2.
I've seen 2. Season 2 and season 8.
I've seen season 1 and season 2.
Damn.
And then I gave up.
Oh, yeah,
I'm over this.
You didn't watch this season?
Which season was this one?
8. 8. Did we talk about it? I don't think we did.
I think I seen like one. I tried because I think you said you were watching, so I was curious. I was like, oh, maybe it's interesting. I think I did like one episode. And I was like, nah. This thing is literally the exact same thing I was thinking. It's just drama.
There's this one girl. Not Madison, whatever. She's crazy with the eyes. I told you, man. Just you want to know crazy? Look at the eyes, right? When they ask you a question, do you think I look nice today? Yeah.
I was gonna say, is that the girl that said not the
Who brought the receipts?
not
At
the
the
receipts,
reunion.
the thing with the what's it called? God damn it!
What?
With the way you react to like a relationship or like an argument, or that's something completely
What
different.
the hell was that?
Like you're confrontational, or you're like,
Oh, was it her? I think
Was
it
it
was
her?
her. We were talking about like conflict avoidance. and all
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Personality types and all that stuff. I think that was her.
maybe,
I
but
think so.
I think it was in that season though, right?
Yeah, it was within
Yeah.
that season. I think there was one girl. Her name was I think it was Lauren. I thought Lauren. At first, I was like, it was the one who has like the biggest nose, like who has the slightly big nose.
I'd have to go back and
Okay.
see the people.
Anyways, I thought that Lauren. You know what Lauren reminds me of? She reminds me of that girl. You know, in high school or elementary school, like mainly high school, who's in the class, who's like cool with everybody. Everyone's like cool with her. Like no one
Yeah.
really picking a fight. Even the guy who's like the class like reject, or not even the reject, the rebel, the one who's always causing issues.
Yeah.
Whenever he's talking to her, everything is like cool. Like she's just that kind of person, and she gave me that kind of energy. I think that's why I found her attractive. Because
It was her personality.
it was her personality.
Made her
It
better
was.
looking.
But when I saw her later on, I was like, God, okay, kind of fine. But I don't know. So it's a
Yeah.
weird thing. Anyways, what's up?
So now there's gonna be, like you said, 2 more seasons, and if they don't go, that's the question I want to ask.
Mhm.
They want ugly people to be in this. Now
Mhm.
it's a drama show,
Yes.
so at least I feel like that's what I like now that it's become. I feel like they kind of put certain people together. So now
Okay.
because there's ugly people,
Mhm.
are they gonna? That's crazy. to
But it's
say,
true.
But that's
Yeah.
literally what they want.
Yeah.
Do you think they're gonna match a good looking and an ugly, or this is a crazy sentence?
No, but
But
yeah.
are they gonna put ugly and ugly? Like, are they specifically doing that because that's what they want in the show, or are they just gonna let it be organic?
I hope to God they do ugly.
What
But
happens?
What?
Sorry.
Go
What
ahead.
happens if these next 2 seasons they bring in the uglies? This is hilarious. We're getting canceled. Yeah, they bring
Within
in
the context.
Yeah, it's context. If they bring in the uglies and none of them make it, because you know how like the people that go it, they're just not shown on camera anymore.
yeah.
What would you do if that happens? And then literally all the couples that go out are all good-looking couples.
My dude, what
Is
does that
gonna-
tell you?
Yeah,
What does
I
it
guess
tell
that's
you?
gonna it's gonna solidify what they want to
Exactly.
happen.
But I don't think
But
they're
I
going
feel
to
like this. That's what I was gonna say. I don't think they're gonna allow that.
Exactly.
But also, I was gonna say I feel like that will just make the people more mad. That's asking for this.
Because you can't
boycott.
satisfy
Yeah.
everyone. You can never make everyone
But that
happy.
would be hilarious.
But I would be so down.
But
I would just like to see just like this person who's like a sports jockey guy, you know?
J Lo and Quasimodo.
Exactly.
That would
Or
be
a person who's morbidly obese, or like a person, let's say, okay, I'm not gonna call him ugly, but like a burn victim. I want to look at burn victim. I
That
just
would
wanna
be
see.
wild.
I just want to see, and I feel like that is how you're gonna really test if like love can be blind. But right now,
Yeah.
we have like, I'm not gonna say, because I don't think everyone, like you said, I don't think everyone's like, oh my god, dang, like these people are really good looking. But I do think that a lot of the people, like, if you told me
Yeah,
that they're like
yeah.
models for like a magazine, I'll be like, okay, or like a flyer, like
Yeah.
Walmart and all that, I'll be like, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I feel like also for the show they put on a bunch of makeup, right? So like even somebody like we already know the internet has shown us you
Hmm.
can be fugly
Yeah,
and put on makeup and it will change you completely.
that's a crime.
So
That should be a
maybe
crime. Yes.
these people aren't even all that good looking. Just on camera, of course they look good because the camera's not going to
Hey,
allow
yo.
you to look bad.
Let me think. What
Bro,
the
literally,
fuck?
we've seen transformations,
Wait,
but we haven't seen these people without makeup,
who have we not?
have we?
Have we?
I don't know.
Yo, you're messing
I've only
me
seen 2
up,
seasons.
though.
We're
You're
not
messing
we're not
me
the people
up.
that do this.
Oh,
Because
Lord.
we've seen some people without makeup and
Yeah.
it looks crazy.
Crazy.
Nah, yeah, those transformations literally
No,
scare
it's
me.
like it's like this should be a crime.
Nah,
This
yeah.
this is fraud.
Piss me off.
This is
the final product. I'm
Yeah.
like, God damn.
digital
And when you be
catfishing.
doing this thing and be pulling everything
And the
off,
thing from the cheeks, I'm like, what are you peeling
bro,
off, my G?
imagine, just imagine, how would you react? You wake up in the morning and the true form reveals itself. Like the other thing too is because imagine you wake up in the morning,
Mhm.
you obviously just had a good night. Like let's say everything went well, you had a good night,
Mhm.
things happened. Obviously that person, it's not even crazy to think that obviously that person's gonna wake up feeling good,
Mhm.
potentially, hopefully, feeling good. Like, oh, I had a good night with this person. Come back to bed, natural, and now you like you wake up out of your bed.
You see, that's
And then,
yeah,
it's mean, but also screw you
yeah.
because
well,
that's wild. Like, no, these transformations are crazy. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to be like No, because you have some acne, and so there's the
No,
makeup
no.
is hiding that. No, these transformations
From-
are
like-
crazy.
Crazy. Like
That's what I
your nose wasn't even straight in the first place.
Like, what happens? Like,
Yeah.
when that happens?
What
Which I
would
was
I,
actually
what
going
would
to
I
ask.
do?
Yeah, what would you do?
I would be honestly. I would
Especially
just
because you're the one that's dating right now.
yeah.
So-
I will tell you this. Something like that kind of happened to me over the pandemic.
God
I went on a
damn.
date with this girl, and she looked nothing. Did I tell
I think it told me.
I think I
about
told you. She looked nothing like the pictures on
that. Like,
the,
not at all.
not all, bro.
No.
When I tell you how like everything from
So it's-
everything.
Did you see her from a distance?
No, I was at the cafe and my
Oh,
my
shit.
back was facing
Shit.
the
I'll tell
door.
you what I would do.
Go ahead.
And this is kind of mean. People are gonna be mad. If we say, like, if we're meeting up
Mhm.
and like she's walking towards me, I'm walking towards her. I think I'll just keep walking.
Oh shit! I actually did that before. Also, I'm
'Cause
not
that's-
from.
Nah, and I feel like people saying, "Nah, that's rude." Nah, that's not fair.
That's not fair. I will defend myself and I'll defend you all day.
Because that's crazy.
I'll defend you. If you tell me, yo, TT, like, let's say, like, whatever, like, you were dating back then, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, yo, T, I stopped talking to her because the profile and the reality, they're not the
Which-
same. I'll defend you.
Actually happened to me back in the day
When?
when like not in person,
Okay.
but like we had those like dating sites and all them kind of
Yeah.
things, like Tagged and all those things.
Yeah.
There was a girl, and then I think I said this story already, and she wanted to go on Skype.
Okay.
Was it? Yeah, back then.
I
it was
think,
Skype,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Her picture I seen on that thing, and what popped up on my camera,
Oh, shit.
bro,
It was not the same.
I literally I moved my laptop. I was like, oh shit, you're lying.
Oh.
Brother, you're lying.
Oh.
I was literally like that, and then I was like, nah, that's not fair.
Damn, bro.
I was like, yo,
Damn.
that's crazy.
I still.
And I was young back then.
How?
I was like,
No, wait. This was out of high school, but like
so like
before you're 20, like.
yeah, like 17, maybe 18 even.
Okay, yeah,
Like
yeah,
literally,
yeah.
I think it was like the summer
remember.
after high school.
Okay, yeah, I remember.
We were
those
just
times.
like, yeah, so like 17, 18.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, nah, I was like,
Yo.
and the crazy thing is, we was talking before.
Mm-hmm.
She seemed like cool. Like I didn't have anything like, but like, nah,
Something-
the picture was not matching.
It was not matching.
And I was like, bruh, that's crazy.
And what? It wasn't even a filter, right? Was it a filter?
Back then, no.
Like, or just
I don't know
angles?
if
Was it?
This makes it old, bro. Do we have filters back then? I don't think we
Not
had filters back then.
necessarily. You can just like change the hue of the
But
colors.
like, yeah, what sepia?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that like brownish. like-
Yeah, I remember that. Holy shoot. That's what. Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember that. But for me, when I went on that pandemic date,
that's crazy.
yo, I was
So
freaking out.
So she just came from behind you.
Yeah, she came from behind me. And after, shit, I'm
So
gonna
you
sound
just
so
turned around?
mean.
Like you just turned around?
Yeah, but bro, listen to me.
That's
The first thing, before
crazy.
anything, hear me out. I've met women who I wasn't initially attracted to,
And then you talk to them.
but I talked to them. But also, you know me and smell. This girl
Yeah.
smelled amazing. Like, not her, but some girls, like I would not
Yeah.
like them, but when I smell them and we talk, I'm like, okay, you know
You're
what?
like, wait a
You
second,
know,
Quasi. Let me give you a.
yeah,
let
you
me
know,
give you
hey,
5
your
minutes.
eyes evening, you know.
Yeah, that's-
Oh, yeah, you know,
Ah.
but it's the fumes, because in reality,
That's
but the
crazy.
fumes
You're
are
high.
the,
You're
I'm high.
you're high.
And like but so what happened was I was talking to her and we were talking, we went on the walk, we had coffee, and then in the end, she was like, now this is what happened. I walk her to her car, she leans in to give me a kiss.
Crazy.
I give her a hug. I'm like,
Over.
so she's short, so I'm like kiss her like this and like this. So she kissed my beard. I gave her a hug and I said, okay, take care. And after when I went home, she's like, hey, I would like to see you again. And I said, I don't think that's a good. I like the
I don't
date.
think that's a good idea.
I basically said, I was like, I think that was a really nice date, but I'm not attracted. But I hope that everything works
Oh
out. With
damn,
him.
bro. I was
Yeah.
gonna say people are gonna get mad at me. I was about to say something.
What?
I was gonna say you might actually have autism.
Why?
Love on the spectrum. They honest as shit.
No. I'll tell you why. Bro.
But I like it.
No, but for
They
me,
go in. Well, they
I was
not
freaking
even
out,
that they
though.
go in, but they just
They
yo,
do,
I
though.
don't like you,
yeah.
and I'm not even mad at you. I just don't like you.
But I like that
you said,
show.
I'd like to see you again.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Oh, that's what he said. Like, yeah, no.
Yeah, or like sometimes, like I remember one guy killed me. like this woman, even for me, this woman was too handsy.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just meeting me, and she was like all over the man. And obviously, from what we understand, people that are autistic sometimes they don't like being touched, right? Even I don't necessarily just want to be touched all over. So I can understand when it's like even heightened more than that.
Yeah.
So this guy's already not really like that. She's all over him, rubbing up on his arm, talking about like we can do stuff together, right? And he's like, all righty.
And so he's like, no.
Yeah, and then he's like, hell no.
No.
But then at the end,
Mm-hmm.
he's like, I think it would be better if we were just friends. And then she's like, okay. And then she's like, maybe we could be friends with benefits. He's like,
wow.
I don't know about all that. He's like, friends, maybe that's doable. Doable? Nah, yeah, you don't want this,
He's
brother.
clocked
Just
out.
be honest, yeah.
He's clocked out.
Yeah, no, but no, even for me, like, she was too much.
Oh, well, you see?
She was like, yeah, so I could only imagine.
But, bro, I didn't do... So, the thing was, at first, because I don't know why, but back then, I was, like, super heavy into, like, karma, right? And I was like, yo, bro.
So you were nervous?
I was like, yo, I might tell her that I'm not really attractive, but I do think that I wish her best of luck. And in my head, I was like, yo, I'm going to get screwed over. I'm going to probably get me some other girl, and she's going to probably say some crazy shit to me and all that stuff. And after I spoke to Josie, and Josie's like, TD, just calm down. You're good.
Yeah, breathe.
It's better to just send this to her now and just be honest than to like make up lies and lead her on. I'm like,
Yeah.
So I sent it to her, and after she's like, you know what? I really appreciate it. You're like the first guy to ever be straight up with me. I was like, damn.
It worked.
Damn. I was like, it's
God damn, that's my wife.
yeah, no,
God dang it.
But no, I'm good with that. So yeah.
No, yeah. Okay, but that's crazy. You straight up say I'm not attracted?
Not necessarily. I just said that there's no initial attraction.
Okay, I was gonna say I would just be afraid of that sentence because of society.
Hey, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I was pacing.
I would say something else.
Yeah.
I would just say sorry, I'm not interested. To say I'm not attracted.
I was like, there wasn't really a spark or initial attraction when I was talking to you.
That makes sense.
And after she was like, "Oh, I really appreciate your honesty,"
Yeah.
blah blah blah. Actually, I think she follows me.
Yeah,
the
that's what I
page?
said, wifey. She's just staying in the back.
I think respectfully, but she's super chill and all that. But two things, like I said, you gotta smell right, bro.
She smelled like butter tarts.
Smell like I don't want to be mean. I just
Nah,
I just want to say that she just didn't smell like what I wanted, like how like would get your attention. Like, oh shit, like you don't have to smell.
No, yeah.
But if you do smell, make sure it smells good.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So how the fuck did we get to this?
Yeah, I don't even know.
Wait, you were talking about something about.
I was talking about making a change.
Oh yeah, true. Okay, so what's up on your end?
Dang. That's crazy. Nah, but yeah, love on the Spectrum, hilarious, bro. Like they just so honest, and it just kills me because they don't play, and that's how everyone should be.
Yeah.
But we think it's amazing to see people that are just honest like that. But yeah, so I actually had. Oh well, here I'll just start off by saying my son. I'm in the car the other day. Not Like Us comes on.
Okay.
At first I was like, oh, nah, we can't play this in the car. But then before I even had a chance to change the song, my son just goes, oh, this is a gangster song. I was like, what? And then my other son is like, well, that's not the name of it. He's like, no, not the name. It's just a gangster song. Like as in like gangsters.
Okay.
Killed me. This guy thinks Not Like Us is a gangster song.
Oh, Lord.
Funny thing is I did another test today in the car. I put it back on. He's like, yep, it's a gangster song.
Wait, you don't let your sons listen to rap, right?
Not really. That's why I was about to change it.
Okay.
And then, but yeah, when I heard him say this is a gangster song, it killed me inside. He's like, yep, this is a gangster song.
It's not gangster song. Oh, shoot.
But yeah, so that guy said that, and it was hilarious. Oh yeah, this I actually want to talk about. Because more for the fact that I actually took a screenshot. Because this confused me. I need to ask you about it.
Okay.
The video we seen for the what's called the ding dong ditch stuff.
Oh yes,
bro. Ding dong ditch, right?
Explain to them.
That's what I know.
Yeah.
At least ding dong ditch when we were younger. You go to a door, you ring the doorbell during the day, and then you run.
Indeed.
So you ding dong and you ditch.
Simple.
That's what I grew up on. But according to this video that we watched, in Canada, it's called Nicky 9 Doors. Bro, okay, you've never heard of them.
No.
I've never in my entire life heard those
What is it?
compilations of words.
Nicky
9 Doors.
9 Doors?
And I'm going to just straight up go say, this was ABBA that said this.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, are they confusing Nicky 9 Doors with Ding Dong Ditch? I was like, what? You had to pause the video. I was like, what did you just say?
Yeah.
I have never in my entire life, and I've lived in 2 provinces in this country,
I've never heard of it.
and I've never heard of that word in my entire life.
I know Ring and Run, but
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
Nicky 9 Doors?
Yeah. What does that even mean?
Who's Nicky? And why are there 9 doors?
Exactly. Yo, Ding Dong, but how is Ding Dong Ditch American?
Yeah.
Like, we grew up with it. Like, all the people that I hung out with said Ding Dong Ditch. I've never experienced Nicky 9 Doors.
God, bro.
Is this like a downtown thing?
I don't know. Is this a Toronto thing? Do you
It
find
just
out
says
which one?
Canada. No, it says Canada and then U.S. But that's why is U.S. Ding Dong Ditch?
Yeah.
Maybe if you say North America, I can live with that. But only the U.S.
I don't like that name.
UK is wild.
What is
Did
it?
you see the UK one?
What is it?
It's Knock Ginger.
What the? Whoa! Explain.
I actually don't know, but that's crazy.
Knock Ginger?
Like, I feel like that's a slur.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's kind of crazy.
Knock Ginger?
Damn, bro. Why ginger? It's like knock black.
Yeah, literally. I don't get it. Like, you want to go play Knock Ginger? Imagine you say
You were about
that.
to say it.
Yeah. With the hard ER.
Yeah.
That would be crazy. I feel like you can mix that up.
Yeah. Why ginger?
Little white friend gets.
Oh snap!
Can we go play Nicky? Nah, bro. No, we can't.
Oh,
Nah,
calm
yeah.
down, Timothy. God
Yeah.
damn, bro.
But yeah,
Oh.
so okay, so you've never heard of Nicky 9
Never
Doors.
in my
Anybody
life.
in the comments from Canada, please tell me, have you ever heard of Nicky 9 Doors?
That's
I've never in my
weird.
entire life. That's also, I was like, you don't put this on us. This is not Canadian, bro. What the hell is that shit, yo? From Newfoundland, maybe?
Oh, maybe. But you're Scotian. You don't have that kind of stuff there? No,
No,
you.
don't do
Yeah,
that.
no.
Don't do that.
No. I've heard this, and I believe this wholeheartedly. You Scotians are the Americans of Canada.
I will say, well, actually, I don't actually fully know that. But
Okay.
I will say, when I went to Nova Scotia, last time I went to Nova Scotia,
Mhm.
somebody, one of my cousin's friends, because you know how California, everyone calls it Cali.
Mm-hmm.
One of my cousin's friends, because they're from Halifax, called it Hallie.
You see, man?
And I was like,
Oh, but you guys ain't the California
I was like,
people.
yeah, no, we not doing this.
If you guys were Americans, in what state? I wouldn't say Texas. I would say Mississippi.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
You
y'all.
say Scotians are from Mississippi?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Isn't that like the redneck capital?
Y'all? Do you know? You guys?
I'll admit, there's some redneck ass Scotians.
Wait. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, like
y'all
the
are just,
white Scotians, crazy.
Yo, everyone, yo, bro. Do you remember my coworker?
Literally, well, I was gonna, wait,
Who?
you had a coworker that was Scotian? A white Scotian?
No, black Scotian, bro.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay,
No,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying, because there's a difference between black Scotians and white Scotians.
I need to hear
Like-
that
like-
shit. What do you mean? Like,
Bro, well, you know Trailer Park Boys?
Yeah.
That's white Scotians.
Okay.
That's literally Scotians.
Oh shit.
That's what Trailer Park Boys is. It's from
Okay.
Nova Scotia.
Okay. Oh really?
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. So that's white Scotians.
Calling me surprised. Okay.
Yeah. And then there's black people.
No.
No, they're all wild.
No,
They're all
because you
wild.
guys have your own lingo. You have your own way of talking. Like,
Yeah, well, Hallie, bro, I was literally sitting there, and he's like, oh, y'all ain't never been to Hallie before? I was like, Negro, what the hell did you just say?
Need you say, bro?
You mean Halifax, bro? Hallie? So yeah, I was like, nah, Hallie's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
But go down there and get you some Donair? Hell yeah. Donair poutine? Or what was it? Freak. You actually like this. It
You
was
mean the
freaking,
meat?
yeah, it's like
The jerky?
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
But they make like wraps with it.
Oh yeah. I have.
Yeah.
I didn't have the wrap. I have
Gangster.
The jerky. Yeah, which is
Literally. But yeah. So then there's that, and then What's it for? Oh yeah, clams and chips.
Oh, you see that shit? Yeah. I'll
That
take
was good as hell.
I'll take 2 of those. Pieces.
And then just the seafood period down there, because right from the ocean.
True.
So it's gangster, lobster, everything.
I
But yeah, I know you would like clams and chips.
Yeah, for sure. I love.
My dad got me that. I was like, hello.
Yeah.
It was good.
Clams are good.
But yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
that was.
Wait, do we even get to the part where the thing you want to talk about?
Oh yeah, the Nicki 9 daughter. I just want to ask.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then I also want to discuss this video.
That video.
Because at first I didn't fully hear everything. Because well, the way that they were talking about it, they were saying that the person fully knocked the door in.
Yeah, he was kicking.
That's what I mean. But he didn't actually kick the door in, right? It was seemed like he was trying to.
Yeah, there was banging.
Yeah.
So he was his attempt.
Yeah. That's why I specifically said that when we talk about Ding Dong Ditch. During the day we did.
During the day.
Literally lunchtime.
Yeah.
If my mom would destroy me. Well, first of all, like they said, why are you outside at 3 a.m. And you're like 17?
It's crazy.
And you play lacrosse. Shouldn't you be going to sleep so you can get your rest for your practice?
Yeah.
Why you up? And then, like I said, Ding Dong Ditch is literally ding dong
and you bounce.
Ditch. Ain't no freaking back with your boot.
Well, yeah.
Bro,
but
I don't care anybody. If I heard that shit in the middle of the night, I'm hurting somebody.
100%.
Because I'm wondering, okay, obviously somebody's trying to get in.
Mm-hmm.
So what? I'm just going to sit there and let you in?
Yeah.
So that's what I was going to say too. These pranks, these internet goddamn pranks are something else.
Too much.
I don't understand how this is being monetized. Because, like they said too, this happened to this person. People want to call it a tragedy. Whoa. Tragedy.
Yeah.
I thought I was about to have a stroke. I was about to say it. In my head, I was trying to say it again. I was like, it's not going to come out right. But yeah, so tragedy.
Yes.
I don't think so.
In what way? Like?
Well, just because it's a young person that lost their life.
Okay.
But you're doing stupid shit that I feel like you're smart enough to realize this is stupid shit.
The most stupid shit.
Yeah. And you did it at a crazy time.
Yes.
So, like, there's literally nothing. A tragedy is something that happens, like, that's an actual shock. Yes, it can be usually for its young kids because the person didn't get to grow up. But, like, you showed everybody that you're not grown. No. Like, that you're actually a child, and it's actually ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, like, to me, it's not a tragedy.
How old was he?
Does it suck that a young person died like that? 100%.
100%.
But you doing stupid shit, there's going to be stupid consequences.
100%. Guys, if you don't know what we're talking about this guy. I think, how old is he? 17?
Yeah, about 17 or 18.
He's
like
he was
still in high school.
Okay, yeah. And in America, you can still be in high school at 18.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You graduate
at 18. So you graduate when you're 18.
Yeah. So this guy, 17, 18 years old, lacrosse player, basically 3 o'clock in the morning is basically knocking on the guy's door, but with his foot. And he's banging on the door. Yeah. And basically the owner of the house took his pistol or rifle.
Something, and shot through the door.
His firearm and shot the door after the people were running away. And in the process, the person who kicked in the door got shot, and they were admitted to a hospital, but they didn't pass. They passed away. And people are arguing because the guy is arrested. The homeowner is arrested, and I'm just like, wait a minute, why is he arrested? What is this? Because I think that this is the most. I think it was necessary force. Like, are you going to shoot in the air and be like, I have a gun? Like, what exactly are you supposed to do?
That's what I mean. That's what annoyed me about this is if this happened in Canada, I could maybe somewhat understand because at least from what I understand, we're not allowed to have guns the way people are in the States. But you live in a country that you tell people that you are allowed to protect yourself and your home with a weapon. And then the people protect themselves and their home with a weapon. And then you say, oh yeah, but wait, there's consequences, which I understand there's consequences.
100%.
But then you're telling people that they can do this. And then even people that break into people's houses and get shot and live always end up suing the person that lives there.
Yeah.
So what is this backwards ass system?
It's so weird.
And then my thing is we about to pull out that little card. We're going to take it from here. We're going to pull it out.
Okay.
We're going to pull out the race card.
Gotcha.
Just 1 second.
Let's do it.
Because this owner was a black man, the homeowner. The kid was a white kid.
Okay.
That played lacrosse. From what I understood, was a very good player, probably looking at scholarship type things. That's the picture that they painted, or at least the truth, whatever the case may be. That's what they said in the news. So this homeowner, black guy, seems like a villain because he shot this white kid, lacrosse player. So my thing was, we're going to take this little freaking race card, and we're going to say, Do you think
Mhm.
the story would be painted differently in the media if it was a white homeowner and a black kid doing the prank?
100%. Because you know why? 2 years ago or 3 years ago, you remember that
It
story of the
was what
black
happened,
boy?
right? Yeah.
The black boy who rang the doorbell, and the old man shot the black boy. And the crazy thing was, people, I don't know how the case turned out, but I remember people were defending the white guy because they were saying, who rings a doorbell randomly?
Oh yeah, because wasn't this one during the day
It
too?
was during the day. He was ringing the doorbell. I think he was asking for instructions because he didn't know where he
Oh
was
yeah, he
going.
was lost.
Yeah, and after the guy, instead of answering the door, he pulled up the gun and shot the dude. So it's like,
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that.
Remember
That
that?
shit just made me more mad about
Remember
this whole
that?
situation. Yeah, now I do. Now that you fully said it, that shit just made me more mad. Because then forget this whole goddamn situation.
Yeah.
Let the man out. We're gonna talk about free Diddy. Free this person.
free that person.
Because nah, frig all this shit, and then people want to get mad. Oh, you always want to pull the race card.
No,
No. Y'all do it yourselves.
100%. And the reason why I say I pulled that example because everybody in the media, not everybody, but like right wingers and all that, they're like, well, how can be? Well, I'll be in the same situation. I'll do the same thing. I'll shoot a kid because I don't know. He might be from a hood. He might be. They're painting him as like this gangster because he's black, right? They're painting him in this way, making him seem like he's the horrible kid. The NRA, the people, the National Rifle Association in America, all these people are like, yo, the guy that like they're defending the dude. What about that black homeowner? Wasn't he doing the same thing that white guy did? But I don't hear anybody making any tweets. I don't see anyone reporting this as if like, hey, he was exercising his constitutional rights. Nothing.
Yeah, of course not.
Right?
Oh, what's crazy too is
crazy.
we always want to talk about, oh, this kid has a bad history or what, he's a hoodlum. To me, a 17-year-old that's out at 3 a.m., that's a goddamn hoodlum. Because why in the frig are you outside at 3 a.m. at 17?
3 a.m. Kicking people's doors.
Yeah, exactly. So
who raised you?
The definition of a hoodlum.
It's crazy.
The only reason why you think the black kid is a hoodlum is because people just associate black to hoodlum.
Mm-hmm.
But no, hoodlum is literally what this white kid did.
White kid on
You're outside at 3 a.m., banging on people's doors with your foot. That is what a hoodlum is. Somebody roaming the goddamn streets up to no good. Doesn't matter what color you are. Yes, there could be black hoodlums, but yes, there could be white hoodlums. There could be Indian hoodlums. There could be anybody that's a hoodlum. But we just automatically associate black with hoodlum.
Exactly.
Because maybe they grew up in a freaking place that's not rich.
Yeah.
And all that. So then you just assume, y'all call it the hood.
Yeah.
But that's my neighborhood. Example about that, actually.
Go ahead.
When I was coaching in football.
Okay.
I obviously didn't grow up in like a rich, crazy area.
Mm-hmm.
People might consider it the hood. I never thought that. To me, that's just my neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coaching. There's these kids I find out that lived on the same block that I grew up on.
Mm-hmm.
The head coach one time said he had to take them home, which is cool. He drove them home. He said, I think somebody asked, where do they live? He's like, oh, you know, that like kind of in the hood over there on like that street. And I was like, wait, what street did he just say? And then so I think I asked somebody else. I was like, what street did he say? They said, oh yeah, that street. I was like, that's the same street. That's not the hood. I grew up on that block. Or at least it didn't seem like the hood, but I guess people consider it the hood. So that's why I was shocked. Literally, this man considers it the hood.
I don't get it.
The block I grew up on.
I don't get it. Does it even look like a hood? Like,
nah.
So what's wrong with
that's what like? Yeah, I don't.
What's wrong?
That's what I mean. So they like, but why do we not consider that person a hoodlum? That's out at 3 a.m. knocking on people's doors, disturbing the peace.
And you see how they were painting the picture as if like, okay, he had goals and aspirations, and
on the
he was a lacrosse team. I'm like,
he was a very
okay,
good athlete.
But why was he doing something so stupid like this?
He was also an asshole.
Why were you kicking?
Not to speak bad about the dead, but
I'm sorry, but like, why are you kicking the door at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Also,
like, dude,
I would even be willing to be more understanding, and even then, I still think it's stupid. If he literally was doing ding dong ditch, if he was ringing the doorbell and then he ran and the person shot, I'll be like, that's excessive, but I can still understand you're scared. At 3 a.m. hearing my doorbell, I'll be like, what the frig is somebody ringing my doorbell? But the fact that I wake up to bang, 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 now, of course I'm going to freak out about that.
Stop playing
I got
around.
kids in the house.
Stop playing around.
That's what I mean.
Stop playing around, kids.
That's the other thing, too. That's what I want to tell. Why does this keep happening? Like, I feel like what's happening is kids nowadays are trying to, like, use the internet to do things that we did as kids, but in the wrong way.
Okay.
And then now they're getting money for it, so they're just going that extra. It's like the same thing with like people that have too much money on their hands. They end up doing stupid shit because you get bored. Why do I want to go to a regular restaurant when I can go to a restaurant with people hanging from the ceiling? Because that's more interesting. So I feel like same thing with these kids. They're young. They're getting a bunch of money off the internet from doing stupid shit. So why not continue doing stupid shit until this shit happens and somebody loses a life? And then now we want to act like, oh, yeah, but he's probably been making videos like this for how long? But now this only happened. Now we want to talk about it.
Yeah.
These prank shit need to stop.
It has to stop.
When I tell you, if I'm ever doing groceries and somebody comes and takes the shit out of my cart, I promise I'm slapping the shit out of you.
And just being stupid.
I'll slap the shit out of you. I won't punch you. I'll slap the shit out of you.
Teach you some.
Make you think, wait a second.
Is this really
my brain just rattled 30 times. I'll smack the living shit out of you.
100%.
Put my goddamn cornflake back in my bin, bro.
You have no time playing, bro.
And then you go act like I'm the one that's taken from you. Like, you see those videos when they really, no, it's mine. Bro, why am I even having this conversation with you?
Or like you're at the what's it called, the self checkout place, and the person's like, "Hey, I think you're the predator that we're looking for. Why don't play like that?
Yeah,
don't play like
do
that.
This shit.
Don't do, guys. Like I've been preached saying, I always see that. Stop playing. You don't know people's lives.
Fuck around
you really
and find
don't
out.
know.
That's
you
the other
really
thing
don't.
too. That's the thing. People get mad at people. How do you know this person didn't just get fired? How do you know this person
is going through a divorce or somebody?
Yeah, going through a divorce, just lost a child. Even not even so that tragic. Maybe lost a nephew, lost an uncle. Something in their life.
Found out they have cancer.
Yeah.
Don't stop. Just stop playing around, guys.
And
stop.
It's like you keep fucking with that person.
Yeah. And the person's like, yo, and they're patient.
If you want to do one prank, to me, it's still stupid.
100%.
But if you did it once and left them completely alone, they might get annoyed, and then you just move on. The fact that they keep egging you on and egging you on.
And they're following you.
Bro.
And they're following you, bro.
Like, yo, that's the other thing, too. People, we have instincts, right? We're, like, I guess you consider animals in a way.
Yeah.
We have instincts, right? Go and fuck around with a lion nonstop. I guarantee you his ass is going to destroy you.
100%.
Because he might not destroy you the first time. But you're going to keep fucking with him. He's like, all right, cool. I've had enough. Time for you to go. It's the same thing with people.
100%, bro.
There's only so much patience you can have.
Yeah.
Until you're like, yo, fuck you.
Stop playing.
Yeah, get away from me.
Stop playing.
But then now you're the bad guy.
Yeah.
Because this person kept going on and kept going on and kept going on. And you said stop. And you said, please leave me alone. And you tried to walk away. And this person still up in your face with a camera.
After you just snap.
And then even, isn't there people that have been like, just smack the person's camera and then they still get in shit?
Yeah. You can't destroy the property and all that. So, yo, bro, I'm just saying.
Disturbing my peace.
I'm just saying. So you have places like in Korea. They're now like anti-stream areas.
Now.
They're not playing.
Yeah.
They're not playing.
Good.
So, Johnny Somali is fucked. Fuck.
Have we heard anything more?
No. Yeah.
Have we heard anything more from him?
Last week or it was earlier this week. Yeah, bro. He can serve up to like 30 years. No. Sorry. Let me put it this way. He's going to serve time. More than a decade. It could be more than 30 years.
In a Korean prison.
They're not. Do not even think about calling Trump to save your ass. He's not saving your ass, my dude. You're going to serve time there. You're fucked.
That's the other thing too. Well, that's him. He's obviously messed up.
Yeah.
What about Philly?
Philly's fucked.
I haven't heard anything from him.
It's over, bro.
But what's weird to me is I haven't heard anything from like any more updates. But now I've been seeing more like clips popping up with him. So it made me think, yo, is things getting better?
No, bro. No.
No, it's not getting better.
It's not getting better. It's not.
I need to do some research.
How is that? That's so crazy. I went from getting Kai Cenat, right? Getting Kai Cenat, Aicho Speed, and Young Philly content on my feed all the time.
Yeah.
To only those two left, but Young Philly's gone.
Yeah,
I have
gone, bro.
When I mean like gone, I mean like never existed.
Bro, that's the thing. What's crazy to me is that I've seen clips pop up here and there with him in it. That's why I was like, yo,
no. It's not good.
No, it's not good.
It's not good. Like he has a history.
Yeah, which is crazy because even his, well, I guess I don't know if he wants to be called friends anymore, but Chunks, his like co-host person, straight up, because this guy is Muslim, right?
Yeah.
And he doesn't he's actually follows his religion, even though he does these things. He doesn't play. I think one time there was a clip of them saying like, would you have my back for this or like that or whatever? And Philly towards Chunk said, yeah, of course I'm going to have your back. And then Chunk said, nah, bro, you have history. I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to have your back for this thing. He's like, why not? He's like, bro, you know why. And that was a foreshadowing shit.
Damn, bro.
He straight up said, "You know what?
You know
you
why.
have a history."
That's what I'm saying, bro.
And now this is where we are.
His
That's
situation
crazy.
is Australia's like, no, you're not leaving, bro. And they're like, let anyone come and say that, hey, you know what? We should free him because he's good. No. Australia's like, no. We have enough shit.
Yeah.
We're just getting everything in order.
And we're not sending him down.
We're
gonna take you down.
100. So speaking about that, let's just talk about the Diddy thing, right?
Okay.
So I'm not going to talk about the Kid Cudi situation. You guys want to watch that? You can find it anywhere. But there was this interesting article I read this morning talking about how essentially the trial could be well, why am I losing my words? What was I going to say? It can lead to a mistrial because of the things that we're talking about.
Crazy.
So let me say how crazy. No, not crazy. How smooth Diddy's lawyer is. Okay, because the way the person, whoever is like taking notes about what's happening in the court case, the way they're describing it, they're like, yo, the plaintiffs, the people who arrested Diddy and all that, they're very theatrical, very handsy, very this, very that, right?
Okay.
Diddy's lawyer comes out, he's like, oh, it's my turn? He stands up, he walks up to them, he's like, Judge, all these things that he just said, are these things related to the case? To the reason why my what's it called? Not my patient. My client is like is here? No. Okay, so I don't think these things should be recorded. And then the judge looks at the jury and says, okay, everything that is like basically everything that was talked about, gone. And they're like, wait a minute, like what? So the thing was, they're just very theatrical about it, and these lawyers just like, this is not necessary. This is not necessary. This is not necessary. And too much of this can lead to a mistrial, because the reason why this is it's really important. I get it. It's important to like paint a picture of who is on trial, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you go too much, it's more of a character assassination rather than the focus on why they're there, right?
Okay.
Like the sex trafficking, the drugs, and all that stuff, right? This is the reason why. But for the last 2 weeks, you can say what they've been doing is like character assassinating him, right? Okay. Destroying his character. They're not painting the picture anymore. They're just saying man bad, man beat girl, man bad, man had sex with multiple people. Like, what about the RICO? You guys got him arrested because of the RICO. What does this have to do with the RICO? So what can potentially lead this, if the lawyer is really smooth, is if the next week, because next week is important. You guys painted the picture about Diddy. What you gotta do now is start linking things.
Yeah.
Cross-referencing things. You gotta, yes, we got the sex workers and all that, but honestly, all that stuff is literally just painting Diddy as a bad person, but it's not really leading to the RICO. So what you guys gotta do on the plaintiff side, you gotta make sure that when you're presenting evidence, it has to deal with the RICO.
100%.
And so if, let's say, like the YMB Millie situation, how Abbott was saying, there was a juror who was like, no, guys. It's like, you're not even talking about the case. You're just talking about this guy. You're just attacking a black man. So no matter what you're saying, I don't care, because you're just attacking a black man. You're not really focusing on the case. And it's the same situation with this. It's like, we don't want to lead. We don't want jurists to think that, oh, you're just character assassinating this guy because he's black. We need you to actually focus on the case.
What the freak he did. But I just had a question too.
Go ahead.
Because you said what's called his lawyer's like super slick.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the same lawyer that Young Thug had? Where it's like the guy that got like he get like put in like contempt or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, Young Thug got out. Yeah, I think I
his
believe
lawyer got like.
And
So it's the same lawyer.
I believe so. Yes.
Guy with the white hair. Or
the white hair. Yeah.
Damn.
So he just come in. He's like, yo, bro. Judge, is this necessary for the case? No. Okay, remove it.
Damn.
You guys need to come next week, because the Kid Cudi situation, bring Kid Cudi, bring Cassie's mom and all that, recounting these things. I get it, but honestly, that's 2 weeks of painting this guy. Do you need to do more?
From what I understand, we already know the stuff that happened with Cassie.
I think,
Of course, it's not good what happened.
It's not good.
But yeah, like you said, move on to the next thing.
And speaking of Cassie, they're like, oh, Cassie, I think it's subpoena. So basically, when when you're handed a subpoena, you have to
you have to
go to trial, and you have to like testify, right? And if you don't, I forgot the name of it, but essentially, like, I think it's like the removal of your rights and privileges. So it's like, nah, this is a court order for you to sit down and we're going to talk. We're going to ask you questions. You have to answer them under oath. There's some things that they were saying to Cassie that basically Cassie was like, he essayed me.
Yeah.
He on this day, but the following day we had consensual sex. You get me?
Yeah.
So the thing is, people like doubters are like, how is it that one day you get essayed and then the next day you just have consensual sex? The problem with this is that someone was talking about it. Long story short, is like the person was saying, when you think about it, it's like these things do happen in the marriage. So think about it. Marital rape, rape is there, but you can have your partner do something without your consent. But it's not at that point to a degree where you're going to be like, okay, babe, you had sex with me today and I didn't want it, so therefore I'm going to the police station, right? You can be like, babe, that was effed up. You really messed up. That's really messed up. I don't want to do that. But let's have sex. Like I still want to have sex with you, right? So it's not clear. You get me? Like you know what I mean? Like you can do something bad. So in this situation with Cassie, it's like, oh, Cassie, you got essayed or raped by Diddy, but the following day you had sex with him. But if you really did not want to have sex with him and he did all these things, why wouldn't you pull back? So it's just like these are the holes you can say. These are the holes in the trial. And
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, are we really that stupid, bro?
No.
Like, no. Like,
but,
I mean, society.
What?
Like, we have all these things. Like, oh, this is wrong. We need to like fight against this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's called grape or whatever. Like, this is bad.
Mm-hmm.
But how do we not realize that people that are in these situations, it's not just black and white like that.
Nope.
It's a relationship.
Yes.
So of course you're gonna have consensual sex.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're also the other thing too, is him doing something crazy to her, and then the next day them having sex is wild.
Yes, it is wild.
But what happens when, like, say they have the consensual sex, and the next day he forces her to do something, or like vice versa, and then says, if tomorrow we don't have consensual sex, I'm gonna hurt you or something. Like, how do we not realize that these abusive relationships work like that?
Yeah.
But the thing is, we do know that abusive relationships, because people talk about it, like,
a lot.
Oh, you guys have to be understanding. He was forcing her to do that, or he was saying, if you don't do this, that, so that's why she did it. So why now in this case we're trying to discredit that when we already understand that abusive relationships are like that?
Because people want to find the smallest things in
That's
order to. It's annoying.
Why do you want to find something to get him off?
Because the thing is, it validates.
Like I said, it validates people's stupidity.
Yeah, not only their stupidity, but also the way they rationalize things. It's.
No, yeah.
I don't know.
That's what's annoying. Yeah, what's annoying about these things.
Yeah.
Is then that's why these type of people get off, but then people want to cry and complain about how come these. Yeah, because your stupidities are allowing it.
Yes.
Nobody, like, I'm being completely honest, nobody should be fighting for Diddy. Because the man doesn't deserve it.
No.
And we know this.
We know this.
So why do we have these people freaking actually fighting? I would say the only person that should be fighting for him will be his mother. But I would even say if she's still alive, I don't know.
Yes, she is.
If she's still alive or whatever, yeah, I would think that woman would be like, how in the God's green earth did I raise this type of human being? No, I'm not helping him.
No.
Learn from your mistakes. You need to go away.
You need to go
I
away.
gave birth to you, and I know this is not the way I raised you.
100%.
But actually, to fall back from that, actually a little bit, from what I heard at least, supposedly his parents are kind of crazy too.
I don't know. I know nothing about his upbringing.
That's what I heard. But still, yeah. I would say, if anything, the person that birthed him could maybe be defending him. But all these nobodies or people maybe that like think, oh, if we defend Diddy and he sees it on the internet, he's gonna give me like something. Like, I don't know what the incentive is to fight for this guy.
Last thing I will say about this, to answer that question, I was watching this guy talking about it, and he's talking about it in a more psychological way, and how we were talking about what was it? Validating, and like, because there are some people, it's like they see themselves in the weirdest way. Or not necessarily through Diddy, like Diddy represents them, but the actions and the thought of like, they put Diddy on this pedestal of morality. Okay? Which is crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And if Diddy is being attacked, their morality, the representation of the morality is also being attacked. So therefore, if Diddy is wrong, they are wrong. You get me? So by proxy, they're using Diddy. It's a whole psychological thing.
Yeah,
I swear to God,
would you
bro.
consider that mental health?
Yes, bro. 1,000%.
Literally all this, and then people get mad at it.
Right.
All these things always boil down to, maybe we just all need therapists. Because we're just not thinking
We're not
straight.
thinking straight.
And
bro.
then we're trying to validate not thinking straight.
Yes.
And then getting mad at people that do think straight because we're not validating you not thinking straight. It's so ridiculous.
It's wild. It's crazy how we have
Like,
people.
The way that society has become
It's
is
disgusting.
unbelievable.
It's disgusting. It's gross. And I'm just like, yo, guys.
And we're
we need to
part
change.
of this society.
And we're part of it. But
It's actually insane to me. Like, just the stories that we've talked about on this podcast today.
Yeah.
What is wrong with us? Yo, something is going on
Something's
in
in
this
the water.
world.
Something's in the water. Something. I don't know.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
So, did you want to actually...
That's a good Diddy update.
I was going to say, you want to do your game thing or...
Sure. Okay.
Finish off with that?
Okay.
My thing is not that important.
Go ahead.
I don't know what that is. Like, it seems more interesting.
Okay.
Your little thing?
Okay, so I guess we'll do the
You
thing.
some-
This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun.
See, it's helpful, huh? You got them whiteboards?
Yeah. Okay, so you take one.
No, nobody want that, bro. Keep
What?
that over there.
What? My.
Dirty ass coffee.
No, fuck you. Man. First of all, this is great coffee.
No, it ain't.
It's called Holy Cow, actually.
Yeah?
From Guatemala. Very good.
It's beef coffee?
Stupid. Foolish. Okay.
Tastes like mincemeat?
The reason why I'm going to completely ignore that shit you just said. The reason why I'm going to talk. We're going to do this section, this segment. Well, not really a segment, but we're going to play this game. The reason why I came up with this is because I was watching this video and it was just about this girl, Zoe Spencer, whole situation. But there was this guy that was finding videos of her farting, burping, doing all these things.
Oh, your favorite.
Yeah, the favorites, the faves. And I was like, God damn. And she was like, some guys like it. So I was like, really? And for me, I was like, I don't think so.
Well, there actually is. Well, I think there is people that, there's definitely people that like it.
100%. We had a conversation about this off
I
camera.
know you detest it.
Detest the
I
farting,
can
the shoot.
live with like unintentional like stuff or like, but nah, don't be coming up to me all bring your ass all to the side, farting on me to my freaking like stomach like caves in. No, we're not doing all that. But if we happen to be like sitting down and you happen to pass gas, that's life.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
you don't feel the same way.
I'm not feeling the same way. I'm going to be like, yo, what are you doing?
Move
I'll
from
be
here.
so mad. I'll be so mad, bro.
What happens if you would do like if you're sleeping, like you have a partner, you're sleeping.
Can I be
You
very
wake
honest
up,
with you?
You wake up in the middle of the night from maybe a dream, or your body wakes up, or maybe you have to go pee.
Okay.
You get back into bed, so you have not fallen back to sleep yet.
Okay.
She farts in her sleep on you because you're spooning.
You see, it's a fear of mine. It's a fear. You have no idea, bro. Look, my nieces help me because they're young and they just let it out and they laugh. I'm like, okay, you know what? Whatever. Luckily, theirs don't smell. Okay, probably going to change when they hit puberty.
Yeah.
But all I know is that they do it. I'm a little used to it. I still tell them it's kind of weird, but we're cool. But a grown ass woman doing it, I'm like, oh,
let's
don't
get
do
into this.
So the reason why, I basically it's how comfortable is too comfortable. You get me?
Okay.
How comfortable is too
And
comfortable?
there's gonna be questions.
Yeah, I'm going to list 10 of them. Okay,
God
so
damn.
you would tell me you're write down too comfortable. I'm going to say something. You're going to say too comfortable, or oh, this is normal. Okay, or lightweight. Like this is nothing, right? All right. So the first one is farting freely, no shame, no warning, just letting it rip whenever, wherever, wherever.
And so, what was the options again?
Too comfortable, like she's too comfortable to do this shit. Comfortable or nothing. It's like
everywhere, whenever, like
whenever, wherever. Yeah.
It's fun to be together.
Okay, so for me, it's going to be.
Yeah, yours is crazy. Yours is diabolical.
My farts?
No, I meant like for you, this is the end of life.
Yes. Okay.
Me, I would say.
Write it down.
What was it again? It was
too comfortable.
And then.
And just like whatever. Go ahead.
Yeah, you said farting everywhere, anywhere.
Yeah, no shame, no warning.
Like just letting it rip.
Just letting it rip whenever, wherever.
That's too comfortable.
You're right. Just let me know after on count 3. We'll show the camera.
Wrote small too.
3. You don't have to. Oh, you don't have the eraser?
I thought we had them. Whatever.
I have it. I thought we had one.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Too comfortable.
Yeah, no, that's too. To me, that's too.
It's too comfortable. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
it has to be reasonable.
Yeah, it's just like in the house. Look, you can do it. Like, let's say we're here and my girl's in the hallway and she lets it rip. It's gonna be. I'm still gonna feel a type of way, but I'm gonna be like, you know what? It's cool. She's minding her business. She's in her space. So.
Nah, but like we had like KFC and you ripping. Nah, that's crazy.
That shit. I'm
Nah,
gonna be
that's
like,
wild.
we gotta talk.
So like, but in the comfort of our home, I could live with it.
In the
But
comfort
like I said, it's still like. That's what I mean. If like in there, if we're in the comfort of our home, and it just happens to happen, whatever. That's life. But like I said, we ain't playing the fight game.
No.
Ain't no freaking Eddie Murphy fight game.
Yeah. Exactly.
And like I said, if we're out in public, because it happens to me too in public.
Okay.
But I try my best to like escape the situation.
Exactly. But you have shame.
That's me. So yeah, we're not doing no like raps and a nah. That's
Too
not happening.
much.
That's wild.
Number 2, burping competitions. Turning
With
loud
your
burps
girl?
into a sport between partners. Hey Nathan, can you be that?
Nah, okay.
Write it down.
Nah, yeah, that's wild. That's wild.
Dude, aren't you left-handed?
I'm playing.
Wait, you're left-handed. Wait, stop. What's going on?
I'm freaking weird, bro. All right, we're gonna do it, and then we'll talk about it.
3, 2, 1. Too comfortable.
Nah, that's too comfortable.
It's too comfortable.
Nah, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Nah, because like I was gonna say too, I've done crazy burps, but I've never said, "Yo, can you do one?" So that's still that because that's crazy. I wouldn't do that. That's crazy. For you to ask me, like you do it, and then you ask me, that's wild.
That's wild.
Like I don't want to have this conversation.
I can't do that.
Like, would I would potentially do it with like my brother, something if we had like soda. Like,
Okay.
But it would have to be in like a specific reason. But not yet. For you
Not
to just go,
randomly?
"Brrrah," and then can you do better than that? No. But wait a second.
What the hell are we doing?
Not yet. But
What are we
what
doing?
are we doing?
What are we? Because we're not together anymore.
So yeah, and yes.
Huh?
No, I write with my right hand,
That's kind of scary.
but I throw and I kick with my left hand.
So can you write with your left hand?
Not really.
That's Satan.
And what's crazy is now I've realized
Uh-huh.
because like, especially in like construction or just other things, because they actually make left-handed tools now.
Okay, yeah.
But either I'm actually like I'm fully ambidextrous, bro.
Okay.
Well, maybe not fully, but I am like
9%?
like it's like both ways.
Got
Because
you.
I've realized people will be like, "Oh, are you left-handed?" I'll say yes, and then they'll pass me a tool, and I'll be like, "What's happening right here?" And then I'll just grab it in a specific way. They're like, "Oh, so you're not left-handed?" I was like, "Well, I think I don't freaking know. What do you mean? Just because the way I grab something." So I think there's certain things I do right-handed, and certain things I do like I cannot kick a ball with my right leg.
Damn.
But I also can't really write. Like I could write, but it's not great to write with my left hand.
Jeez.
Like,
Well, right for number 3.
Like number 3.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's like pretty much. I feel like it's right-hand people
Oh,
with like.
God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yours seems better than mine. Yeah. Well, look, they literally look the same.
You look the same.
So I can't write with my right hand.
It looks like two
my
butt
left hand.
cheeks.
Yeah. But yeah.
Oh,
So
it's that. Okay.
because I've never been able to write with my
That's
left
crazy.
hand. But like I said, I fully cannot kick with my right leg.
I can kick with both
But
legs.
I can use a hammer with my right hand and my left hand.
You're special, bro.
That's
No.
like, it's crazy to me.
Number 3.
All right, moving on.
Bathroom bonding. Turning loud burps in. Whoa. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Bathroom bonding. Holding full conversations while one is using the toilet.
Are we gonna specify, or
If you
just
want
using the toilet specifically? Like using the toilet, yeah. Using the toilet to do what?
Well, they're taking a shit. Or they're peeing.
It's only taking. Well, okay, well, that's right. Is
They're
it
just,
both?
they're just. Yeah, both.
Okay.
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is gonna be like this.
Okay. You're not sure, bro. Okay, you're right.
Wait. Okay.
3, 2, 1. Comfortable.
Comfortable.
Okay.
Here's the thing. For peeing, I don't give a shit. I'm not sitting in the bathroom with you while you're taking a shit. That's not happening.
Okay.
But for peeing, I don't actually care.
For peeing, I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like at all.
Okay.
Like I'll shower, I'll brush my teeth, like, because even like if I'm showering, my wife can come in the bathroom and use the bathroom.
Yeah.
For pee. Like I said, don't drop a deuce when I'm brushing my teeth or taking a shower. That's why, or don't drop a deuce in the bathroom with me.
Okay.
But like peeing to me is whatever.
Okay.
I think my wife has been brushing her teeth and I've been peeing standing up.
Okay. Yeah, that's like.
Yeah. So dick out, peeing into the toilet.
I'm
while
sure
we're talking, yeah.
You have kids,
right? It's not like, because people might sit down, like they say, oh, maybe I'll pee in the bathroom.
If
maybe
you
I'll
sit down, I'm gonna call you bitch.
I only sit in the morning.
No, I mean like, do you sit because someone else is in the bathroom?
No.
Okay. I thought that's what I meant. I'm gonna be like, yo, are you gonna be like, if someone's going to knock into the door, you'd be like, oh wait, let me sit down and start peeing that way because someone's in the room. I was gonna be like, yeah, that's kind of
weird. Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, number 3. No, the 4.
You can do better than that.
Wearing the same sweatpants for days. Comfort over style indefinitely. Why are you looking at me like that?
What are the options again? Too comfortable?
And, it's normal. Oh, bro, you killed me. You're like... That's good. I'm gonna have to put an asterisk on mine.
Yeah, because I'm not sure exactly how these coincide.
Okay.
With like, yeah, because it's too comfortable.
Yeah.
Comfortable.
Yeah.
And then you just don't care.
It's like you're like comfortable is like something that you're not really. It's not really your thing, but you're okay with it because like, it's whatever. But then there's too comfortable, obviously. But then there's like, oh yeah, this is something I do, like lightweight. I just do all the time.
Okay, so, yeah, well, I'll say, like you say, got a little star on there, bad boy. Right, so.
3, 2, 1, comfortable.
I said, don't care.
You don't care, okay?
Well, because here I'll explain myself.
Okay, go ahead.
Because for me, I wear specific clothes to work. So for 8 hours of the day, I have like work clothes on. So I get home and I shower. But by the time I'm home, it's like 5 o'clock at night.
Okay.
Say. So when I shower, I have like sweatpants or whatever I wear. But I'll wear those for multiple days out of the week because I've only worn them from 5 o'clock at night until like say 9 p.m. So I've worn them for 4 hours one day. So I can wear those multiple days in the week.
Got you.
So I wouldn't be against that if it was like the same situation. But if you're literally wearing the same sweatpants from Monday to Thursday, all day long, gone outside, because I also don't necessarily leave the house after. So I'm literally just lounging in the house. To me, I can wear the same pants multiple days. But even then, sometimes I trip myself because I'll even do it with like jackets or say like a t-shirt. I've worn this t-shirt for 4 hours this night, so I'll wear it the next day again to go pick up my kids. Okay. And in my head, I'm thinking, what do the people at daycare think? Because I wore this shirt yesterday. In the winter, I don't care because I have a jacket on. But in summertime, then I'm like, maybe I do need to change because people are going, didn't the kid's father have that same shirt on yesterday? I'd be thinking about those things.
I think it'll only count, or people should only ask those questions if you smell. And that's why I have a comfort for mine, because I'm comfortable with it. It's not something I do, but I'm comfortable with you doing it so long as you
babe.
Yeah, babe.
Bro, I have a fear of smelling. I shower twice a day.
As you should, yes. Same
here. Yeah, no. I have a fear. Like I said, I will not, like we've already had this conversation.
Oh, yeah.
I will not leave my house without a shower.
For any kind of predicament.
I will leave my house and go straight back home. I don't care if it's a doctor's appointment. If I forgot to shower. Damn. I'm not playing with somebody pulling up and saying, no, today ain't the one. It ain't the one today.
100%.
Nah, that's crazy.
Okay, yeah, it makes sense.
Because I've smelt myself in the morning sometimes. Like either say like it's like a summer night and I sweat while I was sleeping. Oh, yeah. I'm not going outside.
I get what you mean. Yeah. And some people be like, it's not that bad. Yeah. No. It's bad.
I need to fix this.
If you can smell you, and people can smell you.
Yeah, and I used to work at McDonald's, guys.
Oh, so you smell the grease.
Yeah, and I had to take the bus home. I used to get angry. Like I literally, because actually I think frontal lobe used to say that before.
Yeah, okay.
When he would see me like at the bus station, he would one time he said, "Why you look so mad?" And I didn't even realize, but I think I mean mugged because if I knew I was finishing a shift, don't come near me because I can smell myself, so I don't want you near me. So on the bus, I don't want you sitting beside me. And if there's no seat that I can have a gap between you, I'm standing up.
Gosh.
I'm not playing with
You're
like
for
this.
real.
Yeah.
You're serious. Yeah, serious. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, for that one, I don't care. Like I said, which I agree with you. If you're actually bathing, and like for in my case, I don't wear the clothes all day long every day. So to me, it's not that big of a deal.
Exactly.
And I also go through so much clothes if I do that. Because I'm changing twice a day, every day.
Exactly. So it doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
Okay, halfway. Eating off each other's plates without asking. No boundaries when it comes to food.
I never really thought about these things until you asked the question.
Mm-hmm.
I can't spell. All right. We good.
3, 2, 1. Don't care.
Comfortable.
Okay.
You don't care at all?
I actually don't care.
Without permission?
I don't care.
Because here's the thing.
Okay.
Especially if it's something I really like.
Okay.
At least ask. But I guess it depends. Well, that's what I said, because I put like an asterisk.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially because sometimes I'll say, oh, this is really good. You want to try it? And then I'll give you some. But like if I'm eating, because this happened to me, well, it's, with my partner, I guess, because this is specifically with partners?
Partner.
Okay, yeah, so I guess like it's more like I don't necessarily care that much. But yeah. But if I really enjoy my food and then you just come in and like I'm in the middle of eating and then you're just going to come, like, you wouldn't care? If you like eating something you enjoying the hell out of it, some jerk chicken, and you just see a fork come into your plate?
Nah, because I'm going to tell you why. Because in my head, myself would be like, okay, nigga. And the next time you have something, I'm like, eat it.
It's gonna, and then they're not gonna be okay with that.
But remember, it's not coming from, I feel like it's more like, hey, we're a family. You and I, we're good. I love you and all that. So like,
yeah, well, I guess so. Like mine was comfortable, but like with the asterisk, because yeah, well, I guess I wasn't thinking. I was thinking about in general. Okay. Because it's happened to me. I have PTSD.
If my brother does it, I'm gonna kick his ass.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
If my partner, I'm cool.
Brother, even my brother, I would be slightly okay.
Really?
This was like a work colleague. At a Christmas party.
No.
And it was more than once. Because the first time it happened, my wife was there. I was eating a burger and I had fries. I think I told you the story before.
Yeah.
I was eating a burger and I had fries.
Yeah.
I'm taking a bite to my burger and I'm just seeing hands. And I'm like, that's weird. And I took a bite of my burger and I looked down. I just see a finger grab a fry, pick it up, and as soon as I done biting my burger, I looked this way because I knew where it's coming from. And this person smiled back in my face. And then as he's doing that, he's grabbing another one. I was like,
"You're bugging my G."
I looked at my wife. I was like, this one is gonna slide, but I'm scared of what I'm gonna do. I take my burger again. I see the hand come. I was like, I put my burger down. I was like, you hungry, bro? And he's like, well, just having fun, right? Ain't no having fun, bro. You did the first time I smiled in my face. Now we're going to stop. Because, this shit is wild. Or I think, to be honest, I think I took my burger, I put on like the little side plates you have, and I gave him the fries. He's like, oh, no, I don't want them. I was like, no. I don't give a shit anymore if you don't want them. Have them.
Shake them all.
Yeah. Because, like I said, when I turned and I seen him laugh in my face and he's taking the second one, I was like, nah, this is crazy.
That's crazy.
I wanted to stab him with my fork. Yo, no. That shit made me go crazy.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, so.
Okay.
Partner, though,
I
don't really care that much. So, yeah, I guess.
So long as they're like my food is your food and your food is my food.
But, like, I would appreciate if you asked.
I can understand. Yeah.
Because, like I said, in the middle of a bite and I just see, like, food being removed from my plate, I would just wonder what's going on.
Like, what's bro. Oh, that's good. Okay, next one. Okay, so this one, I think this one's going to be a fast one. Not bothering to close the bathroom door. Privacy. What's that?
Like going to the bathroom?
Just everything. So let's say she's naked. Let's say she has to take a poop. Let's say she has to pee, and she doesn't close the door.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Comfortable. But wait, comfortable? But if you're poop?
Yeah. Close the goddamn door.
Okay.
Shitting? Nah, we're not playing.
Shitting, that's the only thing. Yeah. If
but I don't care about anything else.
I'll be like, yo, okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, but taking a shit, no, like, this is my own time.
That's my only thing. Just if you're taking a shit, please just close the door.
My asshole is breathing right now.
Okay. Bro, this one, oh shit. Okay. Number 7. Sharing toothbrushes in a pinch.
We're moving on. We all care. It's too goddamn comfortable. We're moving on.
Too comfortable.
No.
Too comfortable.
Nah, okay. Hell no. Wait, sharing toothbrush and what?
Huh?
Just sharing toothbrush?
Yeah, in a pinch. It's like, babe, I gotta brush my teeth. I gotta go to the meeting. Nigga, I gotta go to the meeting. Nigga, I gotta go to the meeting.
With stank breath. Use your finger. Use your finger. I think I've said that before.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, no.
Someone asked you to use your toothbrush?
No. I've never had, but I would tell them use your finger.
Damn, bro.
I'll take some toothpaste and just
yeah.
No, you're not touching my toothpaste.
Okay.
Bro, did I tell you the time that I woke up and because sometimes in the morning I don't feel like turning the light on, so I'll just leave the light off. And I went to go grab my toothbrush, and I thought I was grabbing mine, and I grabbed wet. So in my head, I'm grabbing my toothbrush that's wet. It's 5 a.m. I'm the only person awake. I was like. Then I realized it was my son's toothbrush. So I was like, thank God. So now, we're not sharing toothbrushes.
Okay, got you.
At all.
Okay.
No. Do you know anybody that does?
No.
Frontal lobe?
No, absolutely
no. You got some big ass teeth. I don't think you should be sharing.
No, we're good. We don't know he doesn't. Okay, number 8. Clipping toenails in front of each other. No shame in personal grooming.
This is number 7, right? Oh, no, yeah, this is number 8.
Number 8.
Because
number
7, we care. We a lot care.
Yes.
That's some bullshit. All right.
3, 2, 1. Comfortable.
Don't care.
Okay. For me, the only reason why I put asterisks is because they have to do it in the living room, no place where I eat.
Okay, that I can agree with.
If it's in the living room, because I typically don't eat in the living room, but like, if I'm eating in the living room, where I'm eating at, don't clip your nails.
Okay.
Even if I'm eating ice cream, I know it's like, don't do
that would be crazy.
Imagine.
Yeah, a little crunch in your freaking vanilla. That would actually piss me off. I feel like it will cut my mouth, and I'll be angry.
Some foreign item in my mouth that cuts my corn.
Also, because you said that you don't want it like near like where you're eating. Does it bother you hearing the sound of clipping toenails or like fingernails?
It does.
It does?
It does.
Okay, you're one of them.
What do you mean?
Because, bro, I don't know. Like, one time I was at work when I was working in the office. And I looked at my shits and I was like, nah, something got to change. So I had clippers on me.
Okay.
So I was like, yo, I'm going to just get this shit over with and get it done. So I was sitting at my desk and I was clipping my nails into the garbage can.
Okay.
Halfway through me clipping my nails. Halfway through me actually, yeah.
Oh,
even worse. Halfway through me clipping my nails, an instant message pops up. All I see is, are you clipping your fingers? I was like, yeah, I didn't know what to say. I was like, literally, this is all you heard. I was like, click. I mean, are you clipping your nose? Everything went silent. I was like, no, you didn't. I didn't even answer the message. I just minimized the box and just stopped doing what I was doing. Went back to work. I had like half my hands clipped, half not. I was like, what the hell? Oh, and then I think later on during the day, I went by the person's like desk.
Yeah.
And he's like, were you clipping your nails earlier? I was like, oh yeah, is that a problem? And he's like, I think that's something you should do in like the bathroom or something like that. I was like, oh, my bad.
Oh,
But yeah.
I'm not. No, you can do
But
it.
you're not that bad. Like,
No, no.
yo, bro,
Do
I
your
was
thing.
never been shocked in my life.
Oh shit!
Are you clipping your nails, bro? Silent.
Oh, Rich.
And I think I was so shocked that I turned to like the secretary that's like desk was beside me. I was like, does it bother you when people cut their toenails or like clip their nails? She's like, sometimes when my husband does it. I was like, damn. So I was like, damn.
No, for me, I don't know.
But
For
yeah,
me,
I was
don't
shocked.
know.
Okay, so but you don't like the sound of it?
I just don't like the clipping sound.
Is it because you know what's happening?
Yeah, and if I know that the person is doing it in the place where I eat, that's when like there are conditions.
That's what I was like. This is my desk. Like I know it's an
No,
office.
no,
but
nigga, you're at work. I
that's
would
crazy.
never. Yes, I would be like, what the f you doing, man? What the hell? And you know what? I shouldn't feel this way because it's just nails.
Yeah.
You're not wiping your ass.
And I was literally having my hand like in like the garbage pail. It was going directly into the pail.
I think she just has some PTSD.
No, this wasn't this was just a random other person at work.
Oh, that person must have something because.
But I was
shit.
Okay, like
go ahead.
I was gonna kind of go not off on this person. I don't think they ever gonna listen to this.
They would pick their nose.
But this is the type of person that picks their fingers.
What the fuck?
To the point where there's like bleeding.
Like,
and like while he's like talking to you doing this type of thing.
Oh.
But then you gonna get mad at me because I'm trying to clean my nails?
You think he's autistic?
No, I just don't know. But I was like, out of all the people in this office that could have asked me this question, it's you that picks the hell out your fingers?
Shit.
So I was more shocked. But yeah, when I seen that instant pop up, halfway through, bro, I literally finished my day with half my nails clipped. I had to clip the rest of my thing in my car.
Damn.
That's all. Okay, so clipping my nails at work is crazy?
Yes. Do in the bathroom or out in the comfort of your own home. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
If you see, okay.
Yeah, this guy destroyed me.
Oof. Okay. Right. Second to last one.
Huh?
Number 9. Honestly, okay. Number 9. Using each other's deodorant. Why buy 2 when one works just fine? 3, 2, 1. Comfortable.
Too comfortable. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Really?
Why do I want your armpit pubes in my deodorant?
That's true.
Have your own. Okay, I'm not sharing deodorant.
Okay, but with your partner.
You share deodorant?
No, but I know that.
Don't do that. You talk about you comfortable.
I'm comfortable. Okay, I'm going to tell you why I'm comfortable. Okay. Because, 1, I know that she shaves her armpits. 2, my deodorant usually smells good. So to smell it on her, I like it. That's just me. I get it. That's just me. I'm weird like that.
Yeah, well,
I'm weird.
There's no hair even for me either. Like I know my wife like shaves her armpits.
Okay.
But no, to me like
even if she does,
I need to have some things of my own.
Okay, that's true. That's true.
Like we talked about this earlier, right? Kind of in a way. Like I'm also still an individual. We might be in a couple, but I'm still my own person.
True.
So I want to have some things.
I'm not mad about that actually.
Nah, yeah. Like, I
can see it's too
toothbrush, deodorant, like personal hygiene things.
Shaving sticks, hell no.
Yeah.
See what? Wait. No.
Let me clarify.
Okay.
We shared a shaving thing, but not like necessarily shared it. I didn't have any left.
Okay.
She had a brand new one.
Got you.
So I used it. But then she didn't use it after because I destroyed it.
Okay.
Because I don't think women razors are meant for men.
Oh,
like,
really?
Hair and all that. Well, I also did my head and like my beard.
Nigga, you went off. You realized it was not yours? It was her.
No. That's what I said. She let me have it. She said it's her last one, but it was brand new.
Oh, damn.
She didn't use it after.
She do love you, man. Because I will be mad, especially with my last one. Yo, you can take my food. No, you can take my food, but not my food.
You can take my food.
Not my shave. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not sharing it. Like, I'm not, you shave your legs and then I shave my face. Nah.
Oh, okay.
But I meant, like, if like, you had a pack that had multiple in it, I would be willing to give that.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and number 10. Okay?
The final one.
Talking about bodily functions like it's normal. No filter, no embarrassment. You know, Nathan, I got some discharge this morning, and yeah, it's a little clammy, but you know, you still down for tonight?
You guys are making it worse. All right, let's go.
Oh, okay. 3, 2, 1. Don't care. Okay, you don't care?
Well, the way that you said it, hell to me. Calm down. We need to have some boundaries.
What?
the discharge, talking about the...
Honestly, bro, go ahead.
Yeah, I will talk about it because I want you to be healthy.
Mhm.
So there's things going on. But yeah, let's not mix conversations.
What do you mean?
Let's have a medical conversation, and then let's let a couple minutes go by, and then let's have an intimate conversation. We're not putting just a comma and continuing the sentence.
Honestly, I'm kind of cool with. I don't really mind, to be honest. Like for me, it's
like,
just.
Oh, my vagina's bubbling. You want to clap these cheeks later?
Okay,
no,
not like that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do
that's
that.
What we literally just did.
I know. That was kind of messed up for me. But if she was just like, today, I think I got a UTI, right? And I'm like, oh shit, what happened? Like, oh, this and this and this, and she's just talking about. I'm like, okay, well, do you go to the doctor? Do you have to do this? Blah blah blah. Things like that. I think.
So should I use the other hole?
Damn, bro. Damn. No. I guarantee you, if you guys were texting, you will see the text bubble. It's off. Text bubble.
Yeah. No.
After finally, she's gonna put ...
No, yeah. I don't care about that.
So bodily functions. What are we going to say? What are we going to say?
It's like, ew, don't talk to me about that.
I don't know, but what do we say about our bodily functions?
Yeah.
I don't think.
And I'm lactose intolerant, so.
Oh yeah. I talk about if I cannot. This is my thing. Yeah. If I can't talk about pooping with my partner, we're not meant to be together.
Yeah.
I want to be babe. I took the biggest shit this morning. Like I looked at the bathroom and I saw the toilet bowl, but the shit was too much and it slid like a banana. Like, and she's laughing about it. She's like, yeah, I don't care. I can talk about shit, but I see you shit.
That's what's crazy to me. But yeah, I've literally what? I'm about to test the limits. Sit down and eat like a bowl of cereal with real milk. Mm-hmm. Halfway through, be like, yeah, this was a mistake.
Oh shoot!
Yeah. So I don't really care about that.
Okay,
but like you said, there needs to be a little bit of a gap in between.
Okay, what would be too much? For me, man, I don't know. Cause I watch you see the pimples and shit.
I just peed your cum out, ready for round 2.
Oh shit.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
You think you can do that one?
I don't know. Or like I know, like girl, I know, like we do it. Oh my god, I'm crashing out right now. Because if she says something like, let's say we just finished having sex, and after we're doing something after I kiss her, and she's like, oh, you just kissed your dick. I'm gonna be like,
yeah, get out.
Yeah. I said, look, that.
Yeah, you don't have to remind me.
You don't have to remind me. It's like,
I'm already fighting with demons in my head. Don't do it.
There, I'm gonna be like, okay, you didn't have to say all that.
Cumtastic. Wait a second. And guys, that's how we end. Yeah. Oof. Nah, that would be unrealistic.
That's
crazy.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
So
we don't need to know about
there's a little limits here and there. But yeah.
What was it?
What?
Go down on her, come up. You want some seasoning?
You see that right there? She's going to be turned off, and she's not going to give you any for a while. For a while, bro. It's gone. Because it could go one way. We know it. She can say all these things, but once you say something there...
Yeah. Yeah, no, so especially that.
You're going to be like, yo, babe, you been cooking, huh? Right there, she's going to be, what? What do you mean? Nothing, babe. I was just joking. No, but like, what do you mean? Yeah. Nothing. Okay, fine. Afterwards. So what do you mean it was cooking?
Yeah, 100%.
Babe, nothing.
The comeback?
Yeah. It's going to be like that. And you have to explain and you already dig yourself a hole.
So. All right, guys. So I feel like we're more or less kind of the same.
Yeah.
I just know that, you don't play with when it comes to pooping.
Yeah, no. I do not play.
I do not play. Like I said, I didn't realize it was that big of a deal because I never thought it was that big of a deal. Like I said, I don't want you going out of your way. We have a problem. Let's put it down.
Oh shit!
But yeah.
We have a problem. Oh my god!
All I heard was like goddamn clicking for the past 5 minutes. All right.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't even remember what I was about to say.
Oh no.
Oh shit! All right, guys, let's we taking this thing to
subscribe. Yeah. Do all the good things on social media.
I think we were saying there. I don't even know if the button is.
It's here. It's here.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So Click on that button.
Yeah, the
Button.
Button.
Click on the button.
Yes.
All right, click on the button.
Yes.
Leave a comment.
All the good stuff.
I was about to.
What?
I was like in my head, can I say that?
What?
Because it's not necessarily the real name, but now I'll just say it. I'll just leave it. I was about to say it. You know who you are. If you want to put a comment, I think I did pretty good this day. This day. What is okay?
Something is going on.
Okay, guys. This what and look at our stupid asses have the goddamn pens in our hands again. Put them down, bro. Okay, guys. Like, comment, subscribe.
Everything.
I hope you like this. Goddamn. Okay, we can't get over this episode.
Just end it.
Okay, yeah.
Abort.
Troublemakers will be reasonable. You'll see.
Peace.